The sun sets over a small Nigerian village surrounded by lush forest. Aisha, a 12-year-old girl with a kind heart and curious eyes, walks through the forest collecting firewood. She hums a soft tune, her basket already half full. As she goes deeper into the woods, Aisha hears a faint groaning sound. She stops, her ears alert. Carefully, she follows the sound, pushing aside bushes until she comes face to face with a wounded gorilla lying beneath a tree. Its leg is bleeding, and its breathing is heavy. Aisha steps back in fear. "Don't hurt me," she whispers, clutching her basket tightly. But the gorilla doesn't move aggressively. Instead, it looks at her with tired, sad eyes. Aisha's fear melts into pity. "You're hurt," she says softly. "I want to help." Aisha tears a piece of cloth from her wrapper and wraps it around the gorilla's wound. She fetches water from a nearby stream and gently cleans the injury. The gorilla groans but doesn't resist. "Stay here," she tells it. "I'll bring food tomorrow." One evening, after feeding the gorilla, Aisha notices something strange. The gorilla's eyes seem to glow in the fading sunlight. It reaches out to touch her hand. Before she can react, a deep voice echoes in her mind. "Thank you, Aisha. Your kindness has freed me from great suffering." Aisha jumps back in shock. "You can talk." The gorilla nods slowly. "I'm not just a gorilla, I am a cursed prince from a distant kingdom. Your kindness has given me the strength to begin breaking the curse." Aisha nods, her mind spinning with excitement and fear. She knows this is her chance to save her village, but she also wonders if she can keep such a secret. Aisha lies awake in her small straw bed, staring at the ceiling. The gorilla's words echo in her mind, a treasure that could save the village, but a curse if greed awakens it. She knows she must act quickly, but she has no idea how to protect the treasure once it is found. The next morning, Aisha sneaks back to the forest carrying a basket of food for the gorilla. As she approaches, she finds the gorilla standing tall, its strength fully returned. It greets her with a deep, kind voice. "Aisha," the gorilla says, "today I will show you the way to the treasure, but remember, you must guard this secret with your life. The treasure can help your people, but if greed takes over, disaster will follow." Aisha nods solemnly. "I promise to keep it safe." The gorilla leads Aisha through a dense part of the forest. The trees grow taller, and the sunlight barely reaches the ground. They cross a shallow river and climb over rocky hills. Aisha struggles to keep up but refuses to complain. Finally, they reach a hidden cave. The entrance is covered with thick vines. The gorilla pushes them aside with ease, revealing a dark passage inside. "This is the place," the gorilla says. "The treasure lies deep within, but you must be careful." Aisha hesitates, peering into the cave. What if someone finds out? What if they try to take it all? The gorilla places a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "That is why I chose you, Aisha. Your heart is pure. You will know what to do." Inside the cave, the air is cool and damp. Aisha follows the gorilla down a winding path until they reach a small chamber glowing with golden light. In the center of the chamber is a chest intricately carved with symbols and surrounded by shimmering jewels. Aisha gasps. "It's beautiful." The gorilla nods. "This treasure was left by my ancestors. It can feed your village for years and bring peace to your people, but it must be used wisely." The gorilla lifts the lid of the chest, revealing bags of golden coins, precious stones, and strange scrolls with ancient writing. Aisha's eyes widen, but she feels a strange sense of responsibility washes over Aisha. "I'll take just enough to help my family and the village," she says. "The rest will stay here, hidden." The gorilla smiles. "You are wise, Aisha. But remember, once you share this treasure, others may become curious. Guard the secret well." Aisha takes a small bag of gold coins and hides it in her basket. She thanks the gorilla and promises to return soon. As she walks back to the village, her heart races with excitement and fear. She knows the treasure can change everything, but she also worries about what might happen if others find out. That evening, Aisha's family gathers for dinner. She quietly places the gold coins on the table, shocking her parents. "Mama, Baba," she whispers, "I found something in the forest. Enough to buy food for the village." Baba Mogu stares at the coins, his eyes wide. "Aisha, where did you get this? Did you steal it?" "No, Baba, I would never steal," Aisha says quickly. "I found it in a safe place, but I can't tell anyone where." Mama Ngozi looks worried. "This is dangerous, Aisha. If people see this, they will start asking questions." "I'll only use it to buy food for the village," Aisha promises. "No one else has to know." The next day, Aisha takes the gold to the village market. She buys sacks of grains, yams, and vegetables, enough to feed her entire community. The villagers are overjoyed, praising Aisha for her kindness. But not everyone is happy. A group of greedy men, including a village elder named Malam Hossein, notices the sudden abundance of food. They corner Aisha as she carries the supplies home. "Where did you get the money for all this, girl?" Malam Hossein asks, his eyes narrowing. I saved it," Aisha lies, clutching her basket tightly. Malam Hossein doesn't believe her. "A poor girl like you couldn't save enough for all this food. You're hiding something." Aisha hurries away, her heart pounding. She knows the treasure's secret is in danger. That night, Malam Hossein gathers a group of men and whispers his suspicions. "That girl knows something. If she won't tell us, we'll find out ourselves." As Aisha sits in her home, she feels a deep sense of dread. She wakes up to loud whispers outside her family's hut. She peeks through the window and sees a group of villagers led by Malam Hossein heading toward the forest with torches. Fear grips her heart. She knows they are searching for the treasure. Aisha rushes to the forest, her footsteps light but fast. She finds the gorilla waiting at the cave entrance, its glowing eyes filled with worry. "They are coming," she says breathlessly. "I tried to keep it a secret, but they didn't believe me." Malam Hossein and his group arrive at the cave, their torches lighting up the dark forest. Aisha and the gorilla stand in their way. "Move aside, girl," Malam Hossein demands. "We know you're hiding something valuable in there." Inside the cave, they find the treasure chest. Malam Hossein greedily grabs the gold and jewels, shouting in triumph. But as soon as he removes the first bag of coins, the cave begins to rumble. A cold wind howls, and an eerie glow fills the air. The gorilla steps forward, its voice echoing in the chamber. "You have awakened the curse of my ancestors. The greed in your heart has unleashed their wrath." The ground splits, and ghostly figures emerge, their voices filled with sorrow and anger. The spirits surround Malam Hossein and the others, trapping them in a vortex of light. "Your greed has brought this upon you," the spirits say. "You have disturbed what was meant to help only the selfless." Aisha watches in horror, tears streaming down her face. "Please stop this," they didn't understand. The spirits turn to her, their voices softer. "Your kindness saved the prince and honored our legacy. Because of your pure heart, we will spare them, but only if the treasure is returned and they learn from their mistakes." Aisha nods quickly. "I'll make sure of it." Malam Hossein and the men drop the treasure and fall to their knees, shaking with fear. The spirits vanish, and the cave becomes still. The gorilla looks at Aisha, its expression calm yet firm. "You must take what is needed for your village and leave the rest untouched forever," it says. Aisha agrees and helps the men carry the food and supplies back to the village. Malam Hossein, humbled and ashamed, promises never to let greed rule his heart again. The next day, the gorilla leads Aisha to the edge of the forest. "You have shown the best of humanity, Aisha," it says. "Because of you, my curse is fully broken." Before her eyes, the gorilla transforms into a young, handsome prince dressed in royal robes. "I must return to my kingdom now," the prince says, "but I will never forget your kindness. You have saved not only me but your village as well." The prince bows deeply, then disappears into the forest. And so, the tale of Amina and the enchanted gorilla comes to a close, reminding us all of the power of kindness and the dangers of greed. Amina's bravery and pure heart not only saved her village but also freed a cursed prince, proving that true worth lies in our compassion for others. This inspiring story is a testament to the rich tapestry of African folklore and the timeless lessons it teaches. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more captivating tales from across Nigeria and beyond, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Niger Trends TV. Stay tuned for more stories that celebrate the spirit and culture of our beautiful land.